Hey guys, what's up? I hope you're having a good morning, noon, night, whenever this video may reach you. Do your girl a favor and hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you can get that thing, ping, ding whenever I upload a new video. So we're back. For those of you who've seen part one, we were talking about Diddy, Gene Deal, and Roger Bonds, his previous bodyguards that claim that they done witnessed some things. And I was reading you guys a post from a caption that Roger Bonds made on one of his posts, and it was reposted to the Neighborhood Talk. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talk. Hey Jasmine, what's up? And I was reading you guys the post, and basically it seemed like Roger wanted to start whistleblowing because of money. And this is what I told y'all, and this is what I was saying in part one. If you guys caught that with the dog barking and trying to ruin my flow, and he was hating on me. The dog was hating on me. And so pretty much he was like, oh, you couldn't give me $100,000 to get my son lawyers and, to help pay with the lawyer fees, but I would have given my life for you. Like, I would have taken a bullet for you and your kids. I always tell them, you and your family, but you gave a stranger $3 million. So it's easy to say like all of this is a money shakedown, which I think it in addition to Cassie blowing a lid off of what we've all heard of for decades now, I think people feel more like, okay, now I can finally speak because somebody that people are going to believe has actually come out and said something about it, And I remember last night when I did the video with Mary J. Blige and Danny Boy and what he claimed, alleged happened between them when he was 15 or 16 years old. Someone was like, oh, well, he not relevant or whatever. And then I saw someone comment and said, well, Cassie's not relevant technically, if you think about it. She hasn't had no music out. Like Danny Boy was more, popular. He has more of a discography than Cassie ever did in the 90s. And on the West Coast, I guess he was like a big deal. And my whole thing is it doesn't matter whether or not a person is relevant today. It doesn't matter if these bodyguards are working with him present day. All of this adds to who he is. And a lot of these accusations are about character, are about morale, and they are about like who you are as a person to your core. It doesn't matter if you was with this person yesterday or 10 years ago. If you saw them committing crimes, if you seen them, doing heinous things, if you seen them being nasty and rude to people, then I think at some point it doesn't matter when. And I don't like that either when people be like, well, why didn't Ben say something? In this case is different. With Roger Bonds, I don't respect him coming out saying, oh, because you didn't give me the money for the lawyer fees, now you want to say something, because that just looks shady. And I did say at one point, I feel like, people that were around witnessing all of these crimes, they should be held liable too, to some degree, because it's like, how y'all just be bystanders to this and don't intervene? But Roger said that he tried to intervene. So I don't know, we're all following these stories as they continue to unfold. And then we're going to talk about Gene Deal. He recently did an interview where he was talking about Danity, Kane, and this is crazy. And like I said before in the part one, we're going to call that part one because I had to come back. Gene is not new to this. He's true to this. He's already written a book. He's been talking about this. He did an interview with Storm Monroe. I believe that was like a year or so ago. And he absolutely has been making his rounds, and he's been speaking his truth. And if you guys can see the thumbnail, there's a picture with Biggie Smalls. Y'all know I'm always saying spread love is the Brooklyn way. Biggie said that in one of his records. So Biggie Smalls, Gene Deal, and Diddy is in the thumbnail, and then like there's another picture attached in the middle, and it's Roger Bonds with Cassie. So, these people are pictured with him. It's not like it's just random people coming out of nowhere and they don't have any evidence or any proof of having been employed by Sean Diddy Puffy Combs. Like, so with that being said, we're going to head on over to these Instagram streets. First of all, where y'all at? Come on over, love bugs. Come on over, baby. Child, had me a stressful day out there. I deserve it. And this is not La Exotica that I would like, La Toxica. This is something else that I done mixed up. So we're going to call this La Stress Reliever. La Stress Reliever. Oh my God. Where y'all at? What's going on? Y'all not going to say hi to me? Like, I don't like that. I do not like that. Rod B, hi. Where is my love bugs? I'm gonna wait for a few more of y'all to join us before we, dive into the receipts. Where y'all at? 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 What is going on? Sorry, I'm trying to pull this up on my phone just to make sure that the chat is matching, because sometimes, let me see something. Hold up. Hey, Ebony. Yes, we're waiting for a few more of the love bugs to join us so we can get this party started. Somebody told me that I sound like Nicki Minaj mixed with Keisha Cole. And I was like, really? I don't know. I feel like I sound like myself. I always consider myself a Southern belle, a city slicker mixed with a Southern belle, because I done spent every year of my life in the back roads of Glasscock County on the outskirts of Augusta, Georgia. Literally running barefoot under the bright stars, climbing trees. That, and then I was in South Jersey. Paid your entry fee. Okay, yeah, because what's going on? Like, everybody up in here, how come I don't see it coming up? Y'all need to hit the like button and pay the entry fee to my house now, child. That's my grandma used to say. Y'all don't come to my house. Don't be running in and out of my house. She used to cuss us all out. But the apple of the eye, nonetheless. The apple of the eye. I don't know why I can't find the video. All right. Anyways, what's up, Nicole? Okay, so we just gonna get started. Hey, Veronica. Okay, maybe the StreamYard is. Let me see something. Let me see. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Love Jones, your dog had my dog barking. She usually don't pay attention to the TV. That dog, I don't know what was going on. All right, enough of you guys are in here tonight. So, well, this afternoon. It feels like tonight because y'all know it gets dark around these times, and I don't like that too much. I don't like that, but it is what it is. Make sure y'all paying the entry fee and hitting the like button on your way to my house. Don't play with me, play with your mother. Oh, excuse me. All right. Shouts out to the neighborhood talk. Diddy's former bodyguard. This is who I was talking about, who said that now he's going to say something. He's not keeping any more secrets because Diddy didn't, help him out with his son's legal fees. Diddy's former bodyguard alleges that he stopped Puff from beating Cassie multiple times. Also claims she wasn't the only one it happened to. Sick of having to cover up everything you did. So I'm assuming that this may have been one of Cassie's key witnesses had her suit gone to actual trial, and they had to present the receipts and such. So this is Roger.
When you're in a situation that may seem like a good situation, but if you're not waking up happy, or if you disgruntled, or you really don't want to be around that person, you find every excuse to get out of there. And I got diabetes. So my excuse was, I can't be with you every day. I can't do this. I can't do that. I'm losing weight. I'm doing that. But in reality, it was, I was sick. I was sick of you. I was sick of everything that was going on around you. I was sick of having to cover up everything that you did. I was sick. Cassie spoke on it. She said, yeah, I jumped on it. I jumped in between it. That wasn't the only time. It was other times. And it was other people. There comes a time when you're in a situation that may seem like a good situation, but if you're not waking up happy, or if you disgruntled, or you really don't want to be around that.
Oh, so he basically said the same thing that he pretty much was saying in the caption that I read. Maybe I should pull it up again since, we got some different people up in here, and maybe y'all didn't see part one with the dog barking in the background. Lord. Hey, Miss Frazier. Make sure y'all pay the entry fee so we can be up in this algorithm. I'm just gonna pull it up again. Okay, so Diddy's former bodyguard confirms he's not keeping his secrets because he protected Puff's kids, but Puff didn't help with his son's case. Would have took a bullet for this man. And then he says, okay, at one time I would have taken a bullet for this man, and those that know me know that it's true. What happened? Question mark. people say, yo, why you saying what? Why you saying that? Why you doing this? One reason is because you can't do nothing else unless you want to end up in jail. And that's when I said, oh, so he helps bury some bodies, pretty much. Nobody worried about their kids when I had them. I mean, nobody. Where's the loyalty at when it comes to my son? You want me to have loyalty to someone who couldn't tell me, hey, here's 100,000. I may not can go. These people be like the way they be writing. I may not can go, but I ran sure can make sure he has a legal team. What? But I'll give some strangers 3 million. F out of here. My truth, my story, my life. Two Faces coming soon. Oh, you didn't think I would talk about it? Will watch me. Oh my God, somebody should have proofread this for him. Like, sir, the general, no sympathy, betrayal with a smile. Name one person that has been with Diddy that is well off. Name one. Keep thinking because I'm gonna name them. 0. All right. That just kicked my trying to read that, but y'all got the gist. Basically, like I said early on, it just seems like they helped this man bury bodies. They kept his secrets as long as they were happy, they were fed. And when they tried to get some coin, when he didn't want to give it, then that's when it was the issue. And I'm not gonna lie, if you know where my bodies are buried, I might just give you a little bit of shrimp. Take that. Like, here, take this. If I could afford to do so, I might not give you all that you're asking for, but I'll give you a little something, because sometimes you got to keep your people satisfied so that they can stay on your side. And it just is what it is. And especially if you're out here committing crime and running around like the mafia and stuff like that, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. I don't know. Like, this whole thing is just, it's crazy. So speaking of crazy, listen to what Gene Deal had to say in reference to Diddy and what his actual plans were, or what he overheard Diddy was going to try to do when it came to those girls at Danity Kane. Okay, shouts out to the Art of Dialogue. Gene Deal says Diddy planned to hook Danity Kane members on drugs and pimp them out to his friends. Don't that sound like trafficking? Yes, it do. Yes, it do.
They have indies, non-disclosure. That means that if you work for them, you around them, you can't disclose any of the information about them. But there's some artists that didn't say anything, that didn't sign it, and they able to talk about anything they want to. And I think that's those girls that was, I think Danity Kane.
Mm-hmm.
I think a couple of them didn't sign it. And boy, oh boy, they probably gonna go after him too. Cause I heard him, and I'm giving you this, Aubrey. He stood up there and he said in front of a lot of people, we were in the studio. And I said something to him and walked out the studio. He said, yo, I'm gonna drug their ass off and pick them up and pip them out to my nick. He said,
I believe it, especially based off of what Cassie said. And a lot of people that called him a trafficker. Jaguar Wright said that he was a trafficker too. I believe it. And remember what I was telling you guys about the fact that Misa Hilton was allegedly screwing Suge Knight, and I feel like Diddy sent her over there. I just think that this don't sound too far-fetched. I don't know. Allegedly, entertainment purposes only. And Gene is saying it's not me, so.
He said, I'm gonna drug them out. I'm gonna get them all on drugs, and I'm gonna pimp their ass out to my. I was like, there's somebody kids, and walked out. And it's somebody that heard me. I mean, well, it's not only somebody that heard me, it's somebody that I know who was in the studio at the time that happened, and I still talk to him today. And we were just talking about that the other day.
So he's not the only one that heard it. And Aubrey O'Day, she been saying, I didn't do what he wanted me to do. I didn't lay down or get down. and he had an issue with that. And I feel like, you know, he wanted her to be probably a sex slave. They be, you know, it is what it is. I did a video on that a while ago. I shared it in my community tab. Let me find it so we can watch it. How's everybody doing? Happy hump day. Happy hump day. Oh boy, here go this dog. I can't. You really gonna bring this dog down here? You really bringing this dog down here while I'm on live? Like, come on, bro. I wanna go home. Where is this video? Oh, here we go. Wait. What you say? I'm glad these men are snitching on Diddy, but what I don't respect is how these men still watched, covered, and looked away until Diddy did them wrong. That's what I said. I said they must have helped some bury some bodies, because why you didn't say anything, you didn't come out, is because they were being satisfied. Their pockets were lined. And like I said, they make you participate in some stuff. So it's like, oh, I got something on you too. Can everybody in here like drop a 1 in the chat for me? So just so that I can know that it's working, because I don't know if there's something going on with the comments over here, or if something going on with StreamYard. Everybody up in here right now, first of all, hey, and drop a 1 for me in the comment section.
We gon' talk English, get into it, so make sure you stay tuned. Like, comment, and subscribe. Wow. Hey, lovers.
I miss y'all. I hope you're having a good morning, noon, night, whenever this video may reach you. Do your girl a favor, hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you can get that ding whenever I upload a new video. Ooh. My voice still ash. So today, we are going to be talking about this clip that has surfaced online. Aubrey O'Day, former member of Danity Kane. She was on P. Diddy's Making a Band series. She came out, she did an interview, and she basically said sis was either gonna get down or lay down, and she wasn't willing to get down, and that's why this was 11 months ago. She, you know, that's why she ain't really with the group. That's why I ain't really work out. And take a look at what she said. Then we're gonna come back to discuss. Y'all know how we do it over here.
Wasn't willing to do what was expected of me. Not talent-wise, but in other areas.
Mm-hmm. And were other girls doing?
I was the only one that was in those types of positions.
Wow. When you look back on that, how does that make you feel?
You know, I have such a love-hate with it all, because I don't think I would have been able to be so successful in so many other areas had I not been trained under Diddy.
Mm-hmm.
He was the hardest person that you can work for, and it was torture. And not the work part of it, but the other stuff. Mind games, like just all the girls were so divided, and the men and the people running it had their hands in it, moving everything. There was a lot of betrayal. There was a lot of lies.
So y'all heard what Aubrey O'Day said. She basically said that she wasn't willing to do some of the things that was expected of her that ain't have nothing to do with the music. They wanted her to sing in a mic, but not the type of mic that you sing into when you're on stage, if you know what I mean. Allegedly, I don't know. She didn't come out. She didn't say, based on this clip, she didn't say anything. All right, so that's it for that. Let me see if I could find the recent clip with Jaguar and Storm when they talked about Diddy. Because I know you dropped it. Yeah, that's kind of. Oh. Welcome to the Love Jones Show. Oh, well, this is from 3 years ago, so we could go back in the vault. Like, this just popped up. So let's see. And this is 3. So what I just showed y'all was commentary that I did almost 1 year ago. And I'm about to show you something that Storm and Jaguar did 3 years ago. Hey, St. Marquez. I feel like I'm always saying your name wrong, but I'll be trying. Make sure that everyone who's up in here pays the entry fee on your way in and on your way out. Okay. All right, shouts out to the Storm Monroe show. Storm, you better not flag my fucking channel. So this literally is from when he and Jaguar went viral for the very first time. This is 3 years ago. Way before we're experiencing and witnessing what we're witnessing right now.
Storm Show. Hey, it's a Storm Show.
Sean Combs is maniacal.
First of all, look at how young and cute Storm looks. Oh my God, he just looks so different. Like, he looks the same, but just completely different to me. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe it's like his aura is like different now, if that makes sense. And this is only 3 years ago, but he just looks like a whole other person.
But he's effective at his tools. He messed with all of their lives. All of them. All for the optics, all for the glory of Bad Boy. A label that did nothing but destroy artists and groups.
Yes. Talk about
and
it.
He's still making money to this day off of all of their catalog.
Yep. I gotta ask you this. What else
Shout
did
out
Puffy
to
put
Mother
on?
Wallace.
Yes. May Biggie rest
That's
in
the
peace.
true hero. That's the true hero in the Biggie Smalls story. Valletta Wallace.
Yeah. But even when it comes to Diddy, let me ask you something.
I don't want to talk about him.
You don't want to talk about
I
him?
ain't got shit good to say about him.
I call him the devil. Am I somewhere close?
I'm gonna tell you a true story. The Bad Boy Summer Tour, I think it was like 97, 98. It was a big deal. Everybody was on the roster. They came to Philadelphia. Back then, it was called the First Union Center before it became the Wachovia Center, before it came the Wells Fargo Center.
Okay.
That goes to show you how long I've been doing this shit. So we were sitting backstage and another label executive was standing next to me. And this was when Puff was doing the whole gospel moment in the middle of, fuck you, bitch, we the shit. He did it on the award show. Had Faith singing gospel while he was, worship me. While I'm the shit. But a record executive said to me, if this place go up in flames right now, the only motherfucker that will survive is that nigga.
Ooh.
I said he a shepherd for the devil. He said, I don't even feel comfortable being here now after that shit that I saw that happened with Father MC. That's what a record executive said to a label intern about Sean Combs. I'll tell you another true story about Sean Combs.
Tell us.
It's the first time I've ever said this ever. Cause I don't, you know what I mean? I ain't scared of the devil, but I don't like poking him.
Okay.
You poke the
Storm said, tell us. Tell us.
devil, you got to deal with what comes. But I told you I would give you everything, and I'm gonna give you everything.
Okay, give it to us.
Give it to us.
It was the Kit Kat Club, 1996, New York. The tunnel had just started falling off. And the Kit Kat
My mother used to go to the tunnel.
That club was everything. It was an old theater that was renovated and turned into a nightclub. All of the VIP booths were all the balcony rooms. See, Puff had a room. He had a standing room every night. I used to go with Bryce Wilson from Groove Theory because I was supposed to be the girl to come in to do the next album after Amel.
Okay.
So me and Bryce and Breon, who I believe is still Jamie Foxx's personal manager. But at the time, Breon was Bryce's manager. And if I joined Groove Theory, that would have made him my manager. But I never signed. You know, and Kimura was always there, you know, because they were runway girls. Kim Porter, all of them, they were all there. Like, it was where we hung out. When Missy came to town, she hung out at the Kit Kat Club. Devontae, like, it was where you went if you was in the game.
Right.
So one night I was walking through, because I was, like I said, I had a double life. I was walking through conducting some other business.
Yeah.
And I heard Puff talking to his interns, which were more like minions. They're all executives at Bad Boy now. And they should be, with all the shit that they did to please him. So the speech that he was giving was probably one of the most disturbing speeches I ever heard an executive give to interns. He said, the objective of Bad Boy is to kill talent. We don't want talented motherfuckers at Bad Boy. Talented motherfuckers think they gotta say.
Are you a bad bitch? Are you a bad bitch? Are you a bad bitch? Is you a savage? Well, whether you are a bad bitch or a savage or whatever, you can be on your way to be.
Them look like stars. See, we have total control because without us, they can't be the shit. He said, that's how we're gonna run this label, and we're gonna run these motherfuckers into the ground, and I'm gonna make all of you rich.
And the first person that came to my mind was Cassie, because Cassie was beautiful, but she was not that talented. Like, we got to keep it real. Cassie was never that talented. She just wasn't.
And that was his fucking...
But he was able to control her.
Pep talk at the Kit Kat Club in 1996 to his interns, who are now mostly, executives at Bad Boy.
So that explains making the band, bringing unknowns, not paying them, dragging, damn Mitch. That explains that. We get one album, never see him again. Now, did he treat his women the same way he treated his artists? Is the question.
He treats his women worse.
Did you see anything in particular?
I've seen things. I've seen videotapes.
What's on these videotapes? Wait a minute. Take another sip of that.
See, Talib, I got my nails done.
She said, I've seen videotapes. Get to it, Jaguar.
I would say ask Kim Porter, but she's gone.
How did he get that casket so quick for Kim?
I would say ask Kim Porter, but she's gone.
And that book she was writing is gone too. The manuscript.
Oh my God.
Oh my, and it's glow in the dark. It glows in the dark. Biggest problem I got with him is not that he disrespected the institution of music by trying to dilute it as much as he can so he can control it in whatever way he wants to.
Right.
That's egregious enough. Or what he did to his groups, because a good share of those people are my friends. Kima Dyson from Total is my friend, yo.
Yeah.
Her little sister Vita, who was supposed to be the first lady of Murder Inc., is my friend, yo. Irv Gotti.
Speaking of what he did to groups. Let's take a look at one of the group members from the first Making the Bands. Do y'all remember the group that he made walk over the Brooklyn Bridge to get him some cheesecake from Juniors? I was about to say Cheesecake Factory. No, Juniors. Shouts out to Juniors. That's a staple in Brooklyn. It's really good too. And that spot ain't gonna ever go nowhere. It's like a landmark at this point. So this is Freddie from the original first season of Making a Band. Making a Band member Freddie P asked 50 Cent, because y'all know 50 keep inserting himself, for $200K to run Diddy out of Miami. Diddy really ruined a lot of people's lives. He ruined, allegedly, entertainment purposes only, ruined people's mental health. He ruined people's ability to like practice their talent. Like he blackballed people. This is really sad when you think about how many lives he destroyed and probably even took. Ooh.
None of them. Anybody who stand next to a nigga and stand next to somebody who try to hurt me, man, you been an op. You stand next to my op, boy, you get hit, boy. I don't care if you're my brother. You showing me who you with. So when y'all doing all that and y'all getting on them checks from that man and they come back and look, ain't even throw a nigga a verse, yeah, it was up with y'all, man. Somebody, like I said, give me 200,000, man. I'll make sure these suckers never touch the city again, man. All this acting need to stop. It's over for all of them, man. I want them all gone, man. All of them, man. Everybody who rock with that nigga. Everybody who used to be down with a nigga and rock with that guy and turn their back on me. I want you gone, man. Tell your stories of how you touch your wee-wee, man. I don't like you, dog. I don't like you. Won't let me know.
Y'all hear that? He said, tell your stories of how he touched your wee-wee. Did y'all hear that? This man, oh my God.
You want war, boy? Somebody give me 200,000. I mean, 50, give me 200,000, man. Start running out the city, man. You been rocking with the wrong. You been going about this the wrong way. Give me the money. Yeah, I run about the city, man. Tag 50, man. Tired holding this in, man. Niggas took out my son out, bro. I don't play that. If these niggas was gangsters,
this man is hurt. Like you could, he sound real hurt to me. He sounds traumatized. Like, because when was that? What year? Let me Google to see what year was that Making a Band. I saw somebody say they thought the first one was Dream. One of the earlier, I remember Dream, but I do remember this being, I don't know if this was the first season of Making a Band, but I remember it had Babs in it. Babs Bunny was in there. Dylon was in there. Choppa was in there. Freddie was in there. They had a dude from Philly. They had a chick named Sarah that was a singer. I remember that season. Let me see. The season where he made them walk over the bridge. The season. Making the band walk over Brooklyn Bridge. So they had to walk 5 miles. No, I'm trying to see what was the what we trying to see what was. Let me keep playing this one. Wow.
That's why I'm doing these videos. Cause if Diddy was a gangster, I would be on him, man. He wouldn't be gay when he got away with this shit, bro. I don't like none of you niggas, man. Listen, boy, I tell you, ain't never met a man like me. I turn it in for you, boy. I check in for you. I don't care about your money. You can't play with me like that.
That man is traumatized. I don't care what nobody say. He said and tell you about how he touched your wee-wee. Where that came from? And this is him talking to himself. He not in no interview. He literally got a camera like this and he's talking very passionately. Let me find where Diddy made them walk. Making a Band. Cheesecake. Let me see. I just need a clip of it. I'm not trying to see this whole damn thing. I don't know what year this is. I'm trying to find it. He's definitely right. That's the first season. I figured that because I'm like, I know this has to be the first season. But I found a clip, so let's watch this clip right quick. All right. Ooh, he don't let footage of you. And you know what? Oh no, I thought about that too. I'm like, why don't you see? You can't binge watch any of those seasons anywhere. Like usually, like they'll have like old episodes on like or like reruns on Netflix or wherever. People would. Please don't start. Oh my God.
Y'all need to see New York. You really ain't really get to see the city, really.
You need that vehicle.
Yeah, I told you it's gonna be rough this weekend. I want you get a vehicle home, possibly. You could possibly. I'm starving too. You know something? I want me a piece of cheesecake. From you know where to get the cheesecake spot is at? Yeah. Yeah, and y'all can walk from here, get the cheesecake, see the city, enjoy the sights, would you? Show them around. Take him over the Brooklyn Bridge, let that wind hit him off the water. See how y'all feel as a group. It's not about me trying to do a mean-spirited initiation hazing act to them. It's a bigger picture to it. In the world of music, I gotta get up every day and do a bunch of that I don't want to do. I gotta bite my tongue and I gotta do it with a smile on my face. But I do want some cheesecake. So I'll see y'all in a little while. Take your time, enjoy it. You ain't really got nothing else to do. Fred, you all right? Fred, yeah, you all right? Fred.
Oh, that's Freddie. That's the guy that I just showed y'all that's sitting there with the white stocking cap. You hear him, Diddy, like, Fred, you all right? Fred, you all right?
I'm good. This dude must be crazy.
Here he go.
Sooner or later, we gonna clash.
The word is fun. My cheesecake is in the least bit soft or brittle or not on point, your will go back. Somebody gonna quit. Somebody ain't got the heart, the stamina to be bad boy. Somebody ain't got the passion, the drive, the intensity to want it. Somebody's mental capacity breaks at a...
Nah, it just seemed like he enjoyed putting people through humiliation rituals. That's what this is giving.
A certain point. I need to see it now. I want to see it when I'm 2 million in. There's things in life that ain't gonna be fair, and this is one of them. Get your faces right. Look at his face. Look at his face.
No, son.
Yo, Frederick, I can see Miami's calling you. It's hot there. It's hot there. In Philly, you got a big mouth. You ain't really that nice, neither. He's not really that nice.
You know what Junior's is at? Yo, fam, Puffy just told us to go to the store in Brooklyn and bring him back a cheesecake and walk.
Dad, see me on TV, some punk ass videos. It's crazy. If I walk to Brooklyn, I'm going home. That's been
Yo, where they at? We need everybody from Making the Band every single season to come out and speak. They need to come out. Everybody, Freddie, I just played y'all him saying cryptic things and just being real aggressive, basically saying he need a little bit of money and he'll be a hitman and take Diddy out. I want to hear from all the rest of them. Like, where they at? They need to come out and speak. We done heard Aubrey O'Day speak her piece. Dawn, I think Dawn's scared. I don't think Dawn gonna say nothing. But day 26, like, where they at? Y'all might as well, this is the time. The time is now. Everybody's on your side. People are going to believe you. Like, y'all need to come out and speak.
I live, y'all. I'm not walking. Brooklyn is crazy.
Yo, it's called Making the Bitch, not Making the Band.
That's crazy. But y'all see, like, the things people will do for fame. I mean, I used to walk across the Brooklyn Bridge all the time. I did. I walked a lot all around the city all the time. So to me, you know, that probably wouldn't have been a big deal because I'm used to it, but it is far. It's far. And it's not something that you have to do in a time, you know, like when you're being timed. Like, I just would take strolls all around the city. I walk across the Williamsburg Bridge. I did some dirty things on the Williamsburg Bridge one time. But to have to do that, to have to go through the gauntlet to like get a record deal, like, it's just crazy. Some people, when they're in authoritative positions, they absolutely take advantage. And I just feel like, you know, people like Diddy took advantage, humiliated people every chance he got. It secretly seems like he secretly got off. It seems like he secretly got off on humiliating people. Was there something else I wanted to show y'all? Let me see. How is everybody doing? Oh, so this is what Fat Joe had to say about how Diddy basically used to use everybody in the industry, and they were oblivious. They didn't even know that they were being used.
Puff Daddy is the king of deception.
Yeah.
Every time we was in the party, oh, he was throwing his fucking champagne, his vodka in every picture. He was so we didn't know. We like, yo, he's a great guy. This is a great party. This is a great, yo, give me your clothes. I'm gonna rock it in the video. Yo. Sean John sold 400 million.
Yep.
The champagne, this. Boy, the joke's on us.
Yeah.
He been doing this for real. Puff Daddy is the king of deception.
Yeah.
Every time we was in the party,
said he was the king of deception. Did y'all pick that up? Basically, he was using them for free promo. Y'all see how music videos are made today? When you have like a phone case, you'll see it sitting in the video. You see like a case or something like in the video. People get paid for product placement. But Diddy, because people thought they were his friends, was able to utilize these big name artists for free. And he profited. He didn't look back. He didn't split the profits. He's like, no, I'm going to get y'all to be my models. I'm going to get y'all to be my spokespersons. I'm going to get y'all to be my brand ambassadors. And I'm going to have y'all do it all for free just because y'all love me. And that's really foul when you think about it. It is. Because at the end of the day, when you're low level, when you're low tier, I get it. Because we're all friends. Everybody's trying to come up. One hand wash the other. You know, I ain't got no budget like that. So if I need you to wear a shirt or something like that, then help a girl out. But when we multi-millionaires and you know you're allotted a budget for marketing and promotion, you have a budget for it. And you getting people to do it for free and you just pocketing that money that's specifically for a budget for people to promote your brand. That's shady business. It's shysty. He still does. Yes, that part. Hey, JB. Hey, thank you, boo. I'll be giving details when I start selling every goddamn thing. I remember that how he had them walking to get cheesecake across the Brooklyn Bridge. Yes. Not caping for Diddy, but they should have got their money. They didn't know. They didn't know. When you don't know better, you don't do better. And this is why I always tell you guys this. People be like, oh, they want you young, fresh, new. No, they want you young because you're more gullible. You're more malleable. You don't have life experience. Now, Fat Joe being a grown-ass man, he knows better than to just put on anybody's brand and promote anybody's product all up in a video. He knows better now. But back then, when he was a 20-something Fat Joe, when he was green, he didn't know any better. So it was able to con him. This is why they're always looking for younger people. Or they always want destitute, broke, busted, and disgusted bitches because they know you're not trying to go back homeless. You don't want to go back to the ghetto or the gutter. You don't want to do that. So you're going to do any and everything you can or you got to do to sustain that lifestyle, to keep your spot. It just is what it is. It's manipulated. Yes. You don't think it's shady? I think it's shady to a degree. If you have it, because it's only because you have a budget for it. And I'm going to tell y'all this, right? So my ex-boyfriend, right? He probably watching this. Hey, Bush Babe. So he, I think I told y'all before, he was signed to Def Jam at one point, and he had a shit ton of money at one point, and he had a budget, right? So he would shoot, he shot a couple music videos, he would be doing shows and so on and so forth. And I would help to style him. I would go shopping with him and help him to pick out clothes. I would help him with sizing. I helped him with so many things and I never fucking got paid. And then he had his funky ass best friend, whoever this girl was. This bitch got paid though, because that was her title. She was the stylist. But I was being utilized for free out of love. You get what I'm saying? And that's what people do. They use you because they know that you love them, you care about them, you they friends, so on and so forth. He shot a music video with this chick that ended up being in like Lloyd's video, or she's some video Blasian chick. She got paid because he had a budget to pay a girl to be in his video. I was in one of his videos and I helped style it. He didn't pay me shit because I was his girlfriend. Do y'all understand? When you have certain types of relationships with people, they will use you and fucking abuse you just because they know that you have loyalty to them, just because they know that you care about them. But this does not mean that they don't have the money in the budget to pay you for your services. I'm telling you, I done had me some experiences now, child. And if I'm lying, I'm motherfucking flying. And I ain't flying no goddamn where. I seen firsthand. I got used firsthand off the strength of friendship, relationship. Half those people couldn't afford lawyers to fight them. That part too. Manipulating is a way of life for everyone. It's true. Most are greedy like Diddy. Most people get some and want more. It's human nature, and we all got to learn the hard way or pay attention. That's true. Hey, Mia, what's up, boo? Sending love to Baltimore. And you know, the thing is this, right? My father always told me, right? Because I had a real issue. Like when I was in my early 20s, everybody used me. But I didn't understand really, like, I would catch on after. Like literally, I'm gonna tell y'all, another one of my friends, right? One of my friends, she dated Kimora Lee Simmons. She was a model or whatever, like in the early 2000s. She was way older than me, but nonetheless, we had a friendship. And she asked me to photograph me for an art gallery, right? So I was like, okay, you know, like I was just excited, like, because I oh my God, I probably was like the most photographed person at one point in my life. And I was like, okay, you know, so once again, but she did bring in a stylist. She brought in a stylist in addition to me, like, you know, bringing in some of my own pieces. And she took photographs of me, and 3 pictures of me ended up being in this art gallery. So it was one with me and another person, my ex. We was on a motorcycle. It was fly. Like these pictures came out fucking fly. Then another one was me like in a group. It was like a 60s, like a retro, like pinup type of thing. It was another photograph. I'm only telling y'all about the pictures I was featured in. It was another photograph with me and like 3 other people. These pictures were hard. Then there was a picture with me by myself. This bitch sold this picture of me for over $2,000. And I was there. She sold another picture with me in it. And I'm talking about over 1,000, over 2,000. She didn't even fucking offer me a fucking cheeseburger. I didn't even know she was gonna sell the pictures. The bitch didn't even say, let me take you out to dinner, like, thank you. It was none of that. I just went to the event, which was really super fucking dope. It was like in the Navy Yard, like in one of these like industrial type of buildings. It was really dope, like this production studio type joint. I goes there, I see my pictures. Everybody's like, oh, the picture of you sold. And I'm like, so I don't know what I thought. I'm young as fuck. Like in a lot of instances, I was just happy to be there. I really didn't know like what, I didn't understand who I was, the power, the energy, the vibe. I didn't get that. Like I just was a creative, free spirit living life, and I was getting used and used and used. So anyways, I just remember being like, fuck. And then I was talking to my dad, right? And I was like, Dad, like people just keep fucking using me. Like they just keep using me. And he said, usury is not a bad thing. People just don't like the way it sounds. The connotation behind usury is what people don't like. It has a negative sting. We are supposed to use each other. But if a person is using you, you should be able to use them back. And that's what he told me, and that stuck with me forever. We use each other for energy. We use each other for directions. We use each other for fucking advice. That's what we do. We use each other for entertainment. That's what we do. It's just the word used has a negative connotation. And like I said, when I was younger, that bitch, she made a fucking couple G's off me, did not fucking offer me a fucking cheeseburger from McDonald's. And moving forward, like that was something that I struggled with. But now, oh bitch, I'm not showing you gotta pay me, bitch. I don't give a fuck. I done paid my dues. I did enough free shit to last me a lifetime. Or I gotta be able to use you too. I look good. Oh, thank you, Sharon. Thanks, boo. Yes. Yes. They need to pay the entry fee. Hey, SM. So, and that part, today, I'll be like, what's your budget? How am I going to be compensated? I'm not just showing up unless it's really like a passion. I'm passionate about it, or I really want to help you, because I help people out with a lot of things. I'm a Virgo, so my natural default setting is helper. Like I always help people. And a lot of times people don't even realize that I'm helping them until after I help them. And then they be like, oh shit, this bitch done came in my life and switched this shit around. Like she upped my swag. I be fucking changing the way people dress. I change the way people talk. Bitches be talking like me. That shit is a little annoying. But I'm getting more and more okay with that now, because y'all get to see. So it's not like I talk this way and y'all don't know. So if y'all see another bitch, a random bitch that's talking just like me, you'll be like, okay, we know where you got that from. But that was another thing I used to struggle with. I didn't like the fact that I was a trendsetter, so to speak, because I didn't understand it. I used to be like, oh my God, like everybody's copying me. Like, bitch, people are supposed to copy you. That's how this go. People copying Nicki Minaj, people copying motherfucking Rihanna. That's just how it go. So now we're here, evolving, drinking fucking should have gave me a thank you basket. She didn't give me a damn thing. And then had the nerve to lie and tell people I was her girlfriend, had them thinking I was in the closet. I didn't like that for me either. I didn't like that for me either. I think I told y'all this story. Anyways, I'm going off on a tangent, but I don't give a fuck. Welcome to the Love Jones show. So we went to this event. It was Travis Scott. He was performing at this event in like Soho or whatever. And it was like a boxing ring. And this is when I had first ever heard of him. Like I didn't really know who he was, but the event was dope as fuck. So you go in, it's like a big boxing ring in the middle. You know, at the events, the bar is open, blase, it's lit, blah, blah, blah. So before we went to this event, we was in the Hamptons together, right? At another event. And everybody kept asking her who I was, but she would never introduce me to anybody. She would never introduce me to anybody. She would just speak or tell them, say whatever. So I don't know. I'm oblivious. I don't know. I just didn't pay attention. When I was like, y'all, I used to be crazy. I'm crazy still, but not as crazy as I used to be. So we get to this event, right? We walks in. I feel like you had to walk up a flight of steps or walk down a flight of steps to get into this particular like boxing gym. So we're in like the middle, you know, the stairway, they have like an area before you go into the door. So we're standing there and this white guy with a camera around his neck, he comes and approaches us. He's like, can we take a picture? You know, we like, sure, we take a picture together. So after the picture, he was like, yo, this you? And she was like, yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me. And I was like, no, He was like, it's all right. You don't have to be in the closet. She cool as fuck. Like, you could claim her. And I was like, this is crazy now. People think I'm a closeted lesbian. I didn't like that for me. I did used to be riding on the back of her motorcycle, though. But we was never together. It never gave nothing romantic. And I'm sure, looking back, I could see how people would assume that. Because we literally used to be always together at one point. She definitely gave pretty stud vibes. She definitely did. Lord Jesus is fine. What you said, boo? Yes, that's what people always say to me. Be flattered, not insulted. I still watch copycats in my skin and they jump in. Yeah, that part. Because when you are a trendsetter, when you are an innovator, when you're somebody that's literally supposed to move the culture forward, you have to be okay with that. Like, and I wasn't, and I couldn't stand it. But we can't go back. No dwelling, can't cry over spilled milk. But we all have said this. I wish I knew then what I know now, because baby. But we here now. Girl, fill me in, or I gotta watch the playback. Oh, we was just basically talking about Diddy's former bodyguards whistleblowing. Like, one is saying that he had to help save Cassie from getting, the paws put on her by Diddy. And Gene Dill, we all know who Gene Dill is. He did an interview with Storm. He came out again and said that he heard Diddy saying that he was going to drug and pimp out Danity Kane. Allegedly, all for entertainment purposes. I jump out, they jump in. Not how it works. All right, so what y'all got to say? Matter of fact, I'll drop this for a little bit if anybody want to come up. If not, we're gonna do a couple shows tonight because we have some more things to talk about. I still struggle with the saying imitation is the highest form of flattery because it can be annoying sometimes. It is annoying. And you know what annoyed me the most is that it would be people that was like my friend. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even recently, I was around someone and she talks just like me. And another person was like, y'all sound just alike. And this is a person that don't know me. I said, no, I sound like me. I sound like me. I don't know a nice way to say this bitch is talking like me. Bar for bar, word for word. I don't know how to say that in a nice way. So all I could come back with was, I sound like me. Word for word, bar for bar. But that's okay. That's to be expected. All right, we're gonna leave that up for a little bit. In the meantime, we gonna still talk. Literally. Yeah. And like I said, like, the greats get imitated. It just is what it is. And you gotta be okay with that. And I had to learn and I had to grow because I at one point I just used to be like, or it would be people that was delusional that would act like I didn't inspire them and literally be wearing exactly what the hell I had on a week ago when we was out together.
Hey, boo, you know I was gonna call in. What's up, love bugs? How y'all doing? What's up with y'all? Girl, you wearing that beret, girl? Raspberry beret. I think I love her. What's up, girl?
Girl, I'm feeling nice and feeling right. I've been sipping on me some, a little something.
Girl, you gotta sit messing around in this chat sometimes. But anywho, you got what I was trying to say was, you know how somebody say, they act like they want to be in your skin. Like when you jump out, they jump in. Girl, it don't work like that. I'm real funny about the copycats. For real. You gotta watch them. They be slick. Real slick. I don't know how y'all do it because I'm gonna copy your wigs. Watch. You think I ain't gonna buy one?
That's the thing. I had to come to terms with this is what's supposed to happen. You know what I mean? Like, if I want to sell you, well, not want to, I've already launched my merch site. But when I start launching products, it's going to be things that I wear. I can't be like, that bitch wearing the same lipstick as me. She wearing the same wig as me. Like, girl, this is what's supposed to happen. But in this regard, I'll be on the selling end. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's different when you got a product, not when somebody trying to wear your skin like a suit.
That's true.
It don't. Right. What you say? It don't give that. I copied you. But you know how I go. And this girl Diddy is going down. Oh God.
Diddy is going all the way down. Thank you.
Man.
It's been a long time coming. You see how he treated those people? That clip I showed y'all was literally from 2000. Oh, you just got here. You didn't.
Yeah, I got there a little bit. You was 45 minutes in once I jumped. I couldn't catch it in time.
That's why I be telling y'all to hit the like button, because it's an algorithm thing as well. You know, everybody living life, but a lot of people be like, I didn't get the notification as well. Sometimes, you know, but if keep the engagement going, then more people will get notified.
I've been getting them. I just sometimes your timing when I'm just getting home and then I gotta wait, you know, for the kids to come through. Shh, don't tell nobody I had kids.
I'm not.
But he is going down. It's gonna be bad too. It's something he must didn't do. Because like even when R. Kelly went down, I felt the same way. Like, oh, he made somebody mad. And if he don't get out, I wonder who name he got in that book. I really want to know what he was going to be telling.
Ooh, wait, speaking of that, I saw this video that Umar Johnson did earlier where he was talking about Diddy wanted to get his publishing, or he was trying to buy some rights from Sony or something. And then not Diddy, R. Kelly. And then that's when he went to jail.
Oh, really? It's always something. So when they decide to put him in jail instead of just take him out, because usually they usually take the person out when they about to get the copyrights and not copyrights. What's that? The royalties and all of that stuff.
Yep. Wait, I think I got it. Let me see if I can.
Oh, you got it. Let me see.
Oh, yep. Here we go.
Dr. Umar be a little off, but he been right lately. What's up? Even having some revelations or something?
Even a broke clock is right twice a day.
Well, he done been right about 4 times here lately. Maybe he ain't that broken.
Shouts out to Kenneth Brown, 2001. Y'all can see this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kelly in jail for touching children. You don't think the music company knew about R. Kelly's unhealthy sexual fantasies? That ain't why R. Kelly in jail. He should be, but that ain't why he's in there. R. Kelly doesn't get locked up until he starts questioning ownership of his master recording. R. Kelly don't get locked up until he hears some of his unpublished music on the radio that he never authorized. R. Kelly don't get locked up until Sony Records ends up with a part of his catalog that he never signed away. The pedophilia was the cover. The real reason was the music. You think R. Kelly?
I'm so not surprised. I felt like that with a lot of the big artists. Think about it. They was mad at Michael Jackson for years because of the way he got them in business, and he got away from what's his name? Mottola?
Mm-hmm.
Was it Mottola?
I believe he owned like the Beatles catalog or something.
Yeah, and I watched a special that had said that Michael, the way he like slickly got a hold to the catalog, he like swindled Paul McCartney. And I knew they had a little beef back then, but now I know why.
Wow.
That's how he got ownership to a lot of that. He got the whole Beatles catalog. He probably was always watching his back. And what they take him back to? Messing with children. Why they always take the black man back to messing with children?
The thing is, it's not too far-fetched, Mia. In the entertainment industry, you have to do certain type of ritualistic practices. And especially once you cross over to the dark side and you start worshiping Satan and you start going to them parties and you start drinking the blood, like but the thing is, the Caucasian men are on that shit way heavier. But they
are.
They invented the game.
Yeah, they did. I don't think we were meant to be celebrities necessarily. I don't think it was a market. They considered it not a market for us, technically. Mm-hmm. They felt like we had no use until they realized it was people they needed to control.
Yeah. And the thing is, all of entertainment is us. We are vibrational beings. Think about it. We literally have natural rhythm coming out of the womb. We're rhythmically inclined. But the system and the business of entertainment was created by Caucasian and the clears. Now, if we
Oh,
had our own systems and we ran it ourselves, we would be more successful because there wouldn't be so many politics and evil wickedry that you had to do to get in. You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
We
But every
run
time we tried, they burnt us down and flooded us out. So I mean,
right.
it's like you did if you do, you did if you don't, for real.
But then
But
you got, girl, that's gonna get deep.
I don't know. But sometimes, okay, let me ask you a quick question.
Okay. Somebody else up in
Do
here.
you have okay? So you say, which I can relate. You've been through a lot of things. Do you ever wish a little bit that, well, dang, if I was going to get slutted out or this is going to happen to me, I might as well have did it with Diddy or one of them. So, do you ever look back and think like, if I was going to go through this, I mean, you know how they say for us as women, we say, hey, we getting a check.
Yeah.
If I know I would have go through this with a Dusty, would you had a went another route? You know what I mean? Not soldier soul necessarily. I just mean as in like.
I understand what you mean. It's circumstantial. It would have had to depend on who. And then a lot of these people are so evil that they don't just slut you out. Like they literally try to take your soul, harness it, and crush that shit. So that's why, like, we dealing with a Dusty. It's not easy to break away. It's not that easy, but it's easier to make a clean break than it is with a man that has power.
I get what you mean.
Like, look at Cassie. It took her how many years even? She was 5 years removed from that relationship before she ever spoke out.
Oh, yeah, she had been. Yeah, it's been about 5 years.
2018, 2017, 2018.
Dang. She must have to wait something. I don't know. Sometimes I'll be like, well, dang, some of the stuff that we go through, I'm like, well, I wish I had at least proceed to a certain extent, but I didn't think about the the get out part of it. Because I'm always able to make a clean break, girl. Find them, F them, and leave them. Anyway, so I love you. I just wanted to get on. Hopefully somebody else come up too.
Somebody here. I'm going to click
good. I'll let them talk. I'll go back into, doing my thing in the bushes.
All
right, bye. Bye, love bugs.
Hey, Miss Manna. Is that how you say it?
Hi, no, Miss Mona.
Hi.
Hiya. Yeah, so I was listening to your opinions. What do you think of Diddy versus Cassie? Do you think this is all stage, or do you think that Cassie was held under duress?
Oh, I don't think it's staged. I think Cassie was absolutely held under duress. And another reason why I don't think it was staged is because last year when he had won that award, that he thanked her, he made it a point to say thank you because you were with me during my dark times. Why would you say that? Because you did wrong.
Okay, so but you know how they create these things to make us talk about things so they can distract us from what they want to distract us from. So how do we not know that this is not another distraction technique so they're distracting you from things that are important so we don't pay attention to what we should be paying attention to?
So the timing of it all could be a distraction tactic, but the context of it, I believe, is real. But it could be a time thing, like you said. You know what I mean? Like, because people have been talking out against Diddy for years. Like
They have been.
Like for years. But the timing of it all could be a little questionable. And I think that Diddy ruffled some feathers that he maybe shouldn't have. So he doesn't have the protection that he used to.
Okay, so, or do you think that he doesn't have the money like he used to as well? Possibly he doesn't have, or they don't care about money.
Well, if people that are higher up than him don't care about money because they have more money than him.
Right. So you think that this is purely because he did something right. No, because I don't know what to believe. I mean, I'm watching this case and I'm thinking, what if Diddy was just sent to destroy him? Just to take him out. Sorry, not Diddy, sorry, Cassie. What if Cassie was sent to destroy him? Some people have said, oh, here we go, Hollywood trying to take down another black man. And, oh, we should be supporting him because he's a black man. So we should not be listening to Hollywood we should, like Bill Cosby, some people say that was also another thing that Hollywood chose to destroy him. So we should be uplifting these black men. What do you think? Because me personally, I'm not going to uplift people who are being labeled as a apis or a, you know, other things. I'm not going to uplift them, but can I believe what it's been said by the media, by these Illuminatis or whoever they are?
I believe honestly that, you know, in this country, there are cases in which black men are wrongfully accused. So I will never sit up here and make it seem like we don't have a major problem with like prison, you know, and like the school to pipeline system and how slavery had just been reinvented as going to jail. Because the labor that they get in jail, they literally are paying those inmates pennies on the dollar, like as if you were in a sweatshop. You know, so when you think about it in that regard, I understand how people would say like, oh, you know, don't take another black man down. However, I believe in Hollywood, from what I've seen with my own two eyes, what I've heard, and what's going on and what's unfolding right before all of our eyes, they all do heinous acts. They all commit crimes against humanity, women, men, children, and everyone in between. They all have shady business practices. They all rob, grape, pillage, like it's all of them. However, because this is a system created by the clears, the Caucasian people, they run it. It's their system. Same as them creating the laws. They protect themselves more than they would protect a black person if the black person steps out of line.
Okay, so Michelle K said that we need to read we should read her charges. They're specific and horrific. Have you read them? Because I haven't, if I'm being honest.
I haven't, and I it's really triggering to read things like that, or it's triggering, but it's just not it's not hard to believe. It's really not.
Okay, so someone could say to us that, who are we to speak on this? Because we have not read her charges. So how can we speak on things that we don't know, where we haven't seen proof, evidence, we've not looked at any of these things, but we're just, what would you say?
Well, I mean, on YouTube and on the socials, we're all giving our opinions, and it's all social commentary, you know? So it's totally based off of your opinion. And for me personally, I'll keep going back to knowing people that have worked for Diddy, knowing people that still work in the record industry, having friends that were signed to these major labels and that have been abused, financially abused, that have had sacrifices made to their parents, that literally have had their physical bodies violated. So knowing that, nothing shocks me. I don't put anything past anybody.
So you're not saying he did do it. You're saying that in that industry, you're not putting anything past anyone.
I'm not gonna put anything past anyone. We can't. I mean, regular people walking in the street in our community alone. I did a video a couple days ago on Black femicide in the country. Melanin-rich women are unalived at a higher rate than any other race of women in this country. And this is at the hand of regular men. So when you have power, when you have accolades, when you have access, you have resources, you have minions, you have a security team, there is no telling what type of monster can be bred when you have all of that type of power. I'm just saying.
Okay, so Lashia T says, I understood what you were saying, Mia, about what sometimes it's like, well, at least he is rich. If we're gonna go through the toxicity, it depends on the man, though cause some men delete their women or just evil. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if he did this or not. I don't know if the history of Diddy is true or not, but I'm just saying, they always say there's no smoke without fire.
I've said that multiple times and I agree.
Yeah, that's what again, but I don't want to put that on another black man. I'm just saying, I'm not going to say the lady's lying. I can't say that Cassie's lying, because can you imagine if she is telling the truth, which I've known females in my real life who were not believed, and that was devastating to them. So I'm not going to sit here and say that Cassie's lying, because that could be traumatizing her, that she could be reading these socials that are saying that this is all made up. we don't believe her and so on. I don't want to be one of those females.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of victim shame and victim blame, and there's so many stigmas surrounding being an actual victim, and it makes it harder to come forward when you're under public scrutiny. You know, and people are for your business to just be up for a discussion period. I know it has to be hard. As a woman, I've dealt with a lot of things, and I've had to deal with things semi-public, not on a world stage, knock on wood, but I've had to deal with things, and I've had to hear nasty things being said about me. I've had to hear, well, you shouldn't have been here, you shouldn't have did this, or, you know, or maybe they're lying, or you just never know, you know? So
Right.
I just
Oh,
think
someone is in chat saying we shouldn't. Please don't mammy for Diddy. Me personally, if you're talking about me, I'm not mamming for Diddy. I'm saying that I don't automatically believe a female who says they've been aped. I don't automatically believe because she's female and I'm without proof. I'm not going to automatically believe. But if you're saying I'm mamming for Diddy, then so be it. Love Jones.
I'm sorry.
Love Jones falling out at the moment. While she's falling out, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the content creators in the algorithm. Thank you.
Okay. So
Yeah.
people are, you know, all right. Ooh. Everyone's entitled to their opinions here, you know, and I love the fact that majority of my audience are women. We come from different walks of life. Can I ask where you're from?
Okay, so I'm from Jamaica, but I've lived in England since I was 8.
Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
what's the climate there? Like, what are like race relations like? Oh, not even race relations. What are the relationships like there between Black men and women?
Okay, so I'd say that it's the same as America, and America is the leading. They are the world leaders of media. So Black men are pretty much the same as they are in the States. They're pretty much the same, and Black females. The culture is very, very similar. That's why they call us sisters.
Okay. So, you know, with that being said, like I said, where everybody's entitled to their opinion, and I love to have open dialogue. And, you know, if someone thinks that you're mammying, you're saying you're not, like, even if you are, that's your prerogative, you know?
Right. That's up to you. I don't mammy, and when you say mammy, I'm assuming from Black men. If you're saying that I'm mamming, I personally wouldn't mind caping for Black men if they're in the right, or Black female if they're in the right. So people have called me mammy many times as well.
Okay. Are you married?
No, thank God. No, I'm not married. Sorry. No, I'm not married at all.
Don't laugh because I'm trying not to laugh. It's really like.
Yes. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh either. Young Jackie says, isn't there a song called Mammy Mountain?
Why are y'all
Is
doing
there?
that? Why are y'all doing this? But oh my God, I keep stepping on stuff. Sorry, I'm sitting like behind a bar. I do appreciate you coming up and sharing your perspective with us, and I hope that you have a good evening.
Okay, you too. Thank you very much, love. Bye-bye.
Yes. Y'all, why I got to be nice to people that's coming up in here that's not usually, you know, in the chat with us. Well, why does this man get to be a man, but the woman is a female? Just wondering. Oh, I don't know if she's still in the chat, but if she is, then maybe she could answer that, you know, for you. I would have asked her that if I would have seen that before she clicked off. That's a treasure from Grown Woman Vibes. Nice. Yeah, I don't really use the word female either, unless I'm talking about rappers. Like I'll say female rap. That's the only time I feel like I ever really say female in conversation. I'm crying. Please, y'all. Like, I cannot. So I'm gonna drop this again if anybody wanna hit it. Cause it's only 5 o'clock. I'm feeling nice, y'all. I don't have me that one no I needed it because I don't even want to tell y'all about my day and about what what happened. Like it was just like a lot. But we were nice. You know, we all have a difference in opinion. Like I want this to be a space where as long as we are being respectful, that we feel safe enough to be expressive. Because, you know, a lot of our voices are hushed and shunned and repressed. And I don't want this to be that type of space. I really don't. Like, people can say what they need to say in the chat too, as long as they're not cussing me like a dog in the street. You know, like, everyone is entitled. Like, we're all people. We have a different walk of life. Like, we just believe in different things. We want different things. And we just have different outlooks. And there's nothing wrong with that as long as it's respectfully delivered. Oh, so she addressed it. She said, I have always said female. It's in my language of English and something I have always said. Maybe it's a cultural thing. We have cultural differences as well. We got to take that into consideration. I'm not in England. I don't know how they talk over there. You know, we don't know. Yeah, mammying isn't mammying when you stick up for someone who's in the right. When they are in the wrong and you stick up for them, that's when it's mammying. You like my hat? Thanks, boo. All right, so I'm about to skedaddle. It's 5. Maybe I'll be back in a few. It's not gonna take me too long to come back up here. Using Dora's map to find a way up. I'm leaving. I am leaving. I can't. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video because I know you care. I love y'all. I've enjoyed this interaction immensely. In the words of Abraham Hicks. Show up as her, be her. Show up as him, be him. Don't let nobody play in your face. You are the prize. The world is the stage. You are at the center of it. And life is a movie and you are starring in it. Y'all already know what I'm going to say. Spread love is the Brooklyn way. I'll see you guys in a few. Make sure your notifications are on, okay? And hit the like button on your way out if you did not hit the like button on your way in, okay? It's the entry and the exit fee. Later, guys. I'll be back.